Patrice, when you guys are allowing goals, one goal, another goal, Jim was saying in the post game that if he had a younger team, he might think about calling timeout there, but with you guys, he doesn't think about that. What is your perspective of that? When you guys are leading a little bit, what is being said?
Well, I think it depends on the situation. I think it's a great show of confidence there, just for him to say that. I think for us, it's try to reset. I think that's the biggest thing on the bench, and realize that you're still up by a goal. But right now, we're not playing good hockey, and we got to get back. And I think it's, and we said it on the bench, I think it just needs one shift to kind of get yourself back. So simplify is always the easy word, but I think it's easy to squeeze and panic, but I think when you take a breath and you realize that we're still up, but we're going to be better. It's good.
Is that a good test for a team, down the road that
you
can face a little bit of that and still keep it together? And
yeah, I think it's going to happen. I think you need to realize that what makes you kind of fall back like that and give up the goals or the odd man rushes or the situation. I think it's for me, it's always about simplifying and when you're trying to, you make the hard play instead of making a simple play or the easy play. I think that's when you kind of get caught and you go back to that and make everyone aware and make sure you, as I say, you take a breath and you talk to your linemates that the next shift needs to be back to detailed and simple hockey.
Patrice, what's it been like sort of building, going back to what Jim said about just, not calling that timeout and having the faith in the leadership. What's it been like for you and the other leaders in the room, building a relationship with him and kind of the give and take where he'll coach, you guys will lead, and just finding that balance?
Yeah, no, I think it's great. He's, as you said, I think he's on the bench. He's trying to find solutions and coach. And for us, it's about making sure we do the right things, but also play the right way and play the way that he wants us to play. And obviously, we got away from that, especially in that second period. But then, as I said, to reset and to find ways to, and also to realize it's not always going to be perfect, and we have some work to do. I think it's not a bad thing to have, but right now, we're sitting on leads, and I think we have to get away from that and keep being on our toes and keep pushing, no matter what the score is.
I don't know when it was. Maybe it was when you guys broke that record for the most home wins straight to win the season. But Marchand said, it's not going to be this easy. Like, let's just see how we act when we have adversity.
Yeah.
You think this is kind of some of the stuff he was talking about?
Yeah, some of it. I think, it's going to keep coming. As I said before, I think teams are, waiting for us, if you will. Or,
Gunning for you.
Yeah, exactly. And you always do that whenever you're playing the number one team in the league, and I think that's what we have in front of us. That's the challenge that we're facing, and it's a good thing to have. I think. But that being said, there's definitely room for a lot of things we can improve on and get better at, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Patrice, Brendan Carl was just saying, he kind of had to go through a mental reset going into the season. He just feels he's playing with more joy out there. Can you see that, in his game, the way he's carrying himself? Yeah, for sure. I think that's the biggest thing. I think enjoying himself, on the ice, and the opportunity that we have to play this, this sport, this game that we love, and sometimes you get caught up in everything instead of just staying in the moment and enjoying that. So I think it's kudos to him for realizing it and doing the work, whether it's mentally or as a player to mature and to keep getting better. And for me, I think he's been nothing but amazing on and off the ice. Off the ice, he's got that maturity, and he's got some leadership skills. And on the ice, he's with that reach, and when he has confidence and he believes in himself to make plays, he's creating a lot as well. So great to have. Yeah.